I'm Emily here in Elwood, where a community is reflecting on the loss of their only grocery store after it closed earlier this year.
It's just really difficult.
The Elwood Hometown Cooperative Market closed its doors for the final time in March of this year, to the dismay of many residents. Now, several months later, the Center for Rural Affairs is trying to figure out what factors led to its closure and how to ensure that there will be grocery stores in rural areas in the future.
It's incredibly difficult to own and operate a grocery store in a rural place, and it can also be difficult for rural grocery stores to have the purchasing power of larger competitors such as a Dollar General or a Walmart.
Elwood residents, grocers from local communities, and a legislative aide gathered to share and listen to personal experiences with rural grocery stores and how they've adapted to the closure of the Elwood store. Many mentioned that they now have to drive almost half an hour to Lexington or arrange for deliveries from Walmart. Espinoza said they were especially concerned about the number of food deserts in western and southwestern Nebraska, which have higher numbers than the rest of the state.
Folks who are elderly or maybe have a challenging time driving, more than 30 or 40 miles either way to get to their nearest grocery store, it can really impact their quality of life.
The Center for Rural Affairs has identified over 100 zip codes that qualify as food deserts, areas defined by factors including distance from grocery stores, household income, and access to healthy options. Several Elwood residents mentioned that their access to fresh produce and meats in town at the Dollar General is now inconsistent. Charlotte Schwenninger, an Elwood resident who was also on the board for the former grocery store, said the closure still impacts her months later.
I get choked up every time I drive down the street, basically, and I worry about the future of the community with the loss of the grocery store.
The attendees of the meeting discussed possible solutions, including potentially opening 24/7 grocery store models and focusing on the bigger issue of building community. Many discussed the importance of convenience.
I think I set a record for 5 times one day because I was making something and I would go to the pantry and I would open it and it wasn't there, but the grocery store was 3 blocks away, so I could be there in no time and back.
Espinoza said they will host additional conversations and use the feedback and ideas to help grocery stores and try and advocate for LB 375, the Grocer Reinvestment Option Act, to give grants to independent grocers. Schwenninger said that while the closure of her store was disheartening, she's still invested in seeing what actions could help Elwood get a grocery store once more.
Whatever form it takes is something that I will help with but won't lead. But I hope there is a pathway for us to have a grocery store again.
Emily, NTV News, Elwood.